Hello, viewers. I'm SB, and welcome back to Age of Wonders 4, where today we're, I guess, just gonna continue on. I'm kind of not in love with the design of this mission, where from the very outset, there are these hugely powerful players that are just running armies back and forth, like right outside your little starting region. And if you go out there, you get slaughtered, because, first of all, it just means there's not a lot of interesting exploration to do. But secondly, it tells us that, the AI could just end the scenario at literally any time. They just don't feel like it. They don't feel like killing you. And so, you can never feel like you won this because you're good at the game. Because it doesn't matter how good you are. If the AI was trying, you would be dead. That's just a little, it takes a lot of the game out of it. It feels a lot more like I'm just trying not to trigger the oops I die script. But we're gonna put it to the test here. We're gonna really stress it and see exactly how much will they leave me alone and let me just do what I want. Because you know what? If they let me win this magic victory, I'm gonna take it. Sinrin Toliath has withdrawn to the Astral Void. Which one of you guys has that incredibly generic? There's a lot of really, really generic fantasy names going on here. All right, so Sinrin is this one. He was beaten up by who knows who. We don't get that information. Frankly, it's kind of weird that we get the information that we do get there. Okay, so do we want to be casting right now? Do I want to be winding stuff up? Obviously, it'd be great if we could get some souls for the Whiteborn thing. I do love to cast a spell. I don't know. Our mana income's not fantastic right now. Maybe we just lay off. Just stockpile while I work on fixing that. Okay, so Prime City has built its thing, and now what? Well, we have access to our special province improvements now, but I'm wondering if maybe what we need to do now is just rush through a bunch of gold and mana buildings. So we're doing just fine on knowledge, honestly, and a little bit I'm worried that it is only valuable to increase your knowledge at a certain rate, right? If your knowledge increase is completely outstripping your ability to build decent troops and maintain an army, it has limited utility. Because if we get to our tier 5 tome, but we don't have armies that could withstand the 15 turn event, then we still just have to wait, right, while we're figuring that out. So I think I'm gonna try to fix some of our sort of interim problems first. Let's start with getting our mana generation going. Well, the shrine is only plus 10 though. Hold on, let me there's probably better stuff we could be doing actually, because we have all of these things. So the Doom Depth Trench will get us 10 mana and 10 knowledge. It is more expensive and slower to build, to be fair. So what we want to do is we want to pick an area and just kind of make it the knowledge and mana field, because a lot of these things want to be adjacent to conduits and whatnot. +3 knowledge per adjacent conduit or a research post, and they're all kind of the ones that care about both equally. No, that's not true. The channeling tower only cares about conduits. Okay, well, this is a lot of our gold, but yeah, given how much time it takes to build these, let's go ahead and run out the shrine. Mistuary can grab another province, and I suppose we ought to probably have enough farms, honestly. All right, and then we have armies that I don't think I actually want to do anything. In fact, we may be putting these armies to sleep for a while. So one thing that we can be doing is trying to push out and identify the last player. We can actually finish Traces of the Gilder coil, which gives no reward that we are aware of. Alright. I am supposed to keep casting Mind Thread. How expensive is Mind Thread? Yeah, okay, it's not that bad. Let's wind it up. We'll eat some of the next turn's things. The thing is, I don't want to like provoke a story event where the AI feels they need to come fight me, necessarily. I don't know that we're in a position for that sort of thing. If we just stay in our valley, it seems like they're content to let me amass knowledge and magical power. And every once in a while, the city-states will send us a delicious a delicious bundle of knowledge. Okay, hey, how you doing there? Okay, bad news. Can't escape. Yeah, I can't actually make it. Okay, well, I can make it further than it looks. I get what's going on there, where like it doesn't want to. It's using the fog to bound your movement area, but it shouldn't do that. If you can move further than your line of sight, it should show the edge of the movement area extending in there. Because it looked like that was the actual edge of my ability to move, and that's false information. All right, who are we mind threading this time? Carissa, I guess. Carissa's like a nearby problem. What's a glutton's greatest fear? That they themselves are consumed. I don't know that that's universally true. That's probably not right. Some of them are probably really afraid of heights. That would be... Okay, anyway. If you lure out a Magebane from the Astral Sea and confront Carissa with it, she will be paralyzed with fear. Okay. That's a thing we can think about. So where's that Tormented Past army? Okay. That's the thing we can deal with. You are supposed to go here and then take a nap. Nap. We're gonna cast Mind Thread again. I guess we may as well. Let's go ahead and run them all out. We do not have the money. Oh, never mind. They're still pretty cheap. Our levels are low. So, Spell Warden status for everybody. I mean, that seems fine. Bogart the Tiger is a really good name. Unaffected by the bonus effects of charge attacks, except not heavy charge attacks. And most charge attacks that we've seen are heavy charge attacks. Yeah, welcome aboard. You have some kind of magic. Okay, it's a mace. It's a melee weapon, not like a magic shooting scepter. Okay, cool. Yeah, I guess that's fine. Welcome aboard. Because we should have a governor for Searspire if we can afford to, right? Oh, right. I'm not paying any attention to my Imperium. Not that we have very much. I mean, we're headed toward focus studies, and focus studies has to be the right next thing, right? So I guess let's pop back up and run the... Well, they're probably not going to do anything, right? Because, like, obviously I want to crush this army first. It would be nice to be able to wait a turn. Do you have movement? Did I hire you in with movement? Yes, and the game was going to let me just end the turn. Okay. I'm going to hope those armies don't do... That army, singular, doesn't do anything terrifying down there. These guys will run in, we'll munch them, and then we'll send our big force through the underground passage. Some kind of very large explosion just occurred. Alright, come and surrender your knowledge to me. Let's make sure that we're giving some XP to the new hero. Get ourselves a really, really easy combat victory. 28 souls. It's something. That was exactly all of your movement. That's a bummer. Alright, Mind Thread, Sinrin Toliath. How's he feeling about having gotten totally owned? One whose heart is cold will be defenseless when it is suddenly ignited. The weakness of Sinrin Toliath is his own perfidious game, in which he feeds on the love of his victims for personal pleasure. So I'm trying to seduce him? Obtain Silver Tongue Fruit and Astral Dew. Okay. Do we have either of those? No and no. Okay. Not necessarily trivial. That's the second player to build a seed. I'm not too worried about that. So we have enough Astral Affinity now to construct the final building, right? I think you only need 8 points. That said, let's see what's on offer here. So Astral Buff and Healing Spells grant plus 2 bolstered resistance. Yeah, I'm a little, we're gonna be a little slow to put these together. Try to build them all at the same time. A Sustained World spell. Whenever you cast a spell in tactical combat, you get Cascading Power, which causes a random enemy to take a small amount of damage. That's not really very exciting. +1 mana, +1 knowledge per population in each city is kind of neat. That's a big spell, though. Target enemy province is destroyed and the population is lost. And it spawns a powerful marauding army of astral sea creatures. I mean, that's pretty hard to argue with. We know Explosive Manifestation's pretty fun. We used that last time. I think we're probably taking this Tome of Astral Convergence. Yeah.
When you alter the currents of the astral sea, the currents alter you as well.
It says 1 turn.
True masters of the...
The cost of that really came down. Alright, so we've got access to a route, which is fun. We're going to wind up Mind Thread one more time. Sinrin Toliath is back. And we captured Helma Goldhair. I don't know what we're doing with these captured people right now, because I don't have like a prison or anything. I really wish you could fly over. Oh, well actually this is a hard dead end. Okay, you're probably just dead. That's fine. I mean, there's no reason to take the battle with these troops, right? Just, like, kind of get out of the way. If they want to attack us, we can handle it probably, but also, let's try to wait until the other army shows up. Yep, that's pretty serious mana obelisk. Also, Mistuary can produce a shrine as well. Now, ideally, we would construct the... yeah. We'll go ahead and run away here and see if it keeps our scout alive or not. If not, it doesn't really feel like that big of a deal, because the only value in this scout existing is potentially finding the 5th player, as far as I can tell. Yep, get. Nope, did not. I'm pretty sure that shows a boot if you successfully escaped. So, okay. Dead. Oh, well. I guess we did meet the last player? I don't know where. Yo, your whole deal is pretty sick. The madness of Kier Uranon. Yeah, this is a good... You got a good situation going on here. I'll be your executioner's sword. Why not? Alright, so now we've met everybody. While you ponder your strategies for this war with many fronts, your scouts are returning from different regions. They speak of demonic encounters, etc. As your Crocliness, you may claim any of the treasures your scouts have brought back from your journeys. What do you mean, any? Shouldn't they all be mine? Isn't that... I'm the Crocliness. It is nice to get a free turn of knowledge. That's cool. So we can grab a Wand of Domination, which one assumes gives mind control. Yeah, just a raw 90% chance of hitting a mind control that lasts an entire battle feels very powerful. This is an absurdly small benefit relative to that. Yeah, give me the wand. What are you talking about? Of course, give me the wand. That's wildly powerful. That seems extremely powerful. All right, somebody else just built a seed. Nobody has built a root yet. It's all just seeds for the moment. This army is trying to get away, it seems like. But now we got him. I mean, hold on. We can probably do better than that, especially given the Wand of Domination and everything. There's still the Berserk to worry about, and obviously the way that affects the battle is going to be highly unpredictable. The enemy Magebane is preventing spells from being cast in this area, originating from Rogue Marauder. Well, these guys are all Rogue Marauders. Flow Serpent... This is the Magebane. Okay, so we have to kill this thing before we can do spells. Will it affect my sick wand? Probably not, right? I hope not. For the moment, I guess let's just group up. So what exactly am I afraid of from them? 2 hex AoE fire damage. You can drive someone insane. That's pretty powerful. You have a 4 range attack. Teleports the unit to target unit and deals damage to it. It's just 12. Okay, honestly. So the Astral Wisp has a ranged attack, but we have a massive range advantage here. How far can they get? To there? It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So what I'm thinking is we want to form up our ranged... Like, obviously what I would like to do here is dump a bunch of magic focus on them if we can. Or a bunch of... What's it called? Electric arc. Like, immediately at the beginning of the battle. But we'll see how friendly they want to be to that. We'll see how much they're willing to move into it. Rodrigo has, yeah, a warding thing. I don't want to step too far forward with the casters. Definitely a little worried about, like, putting myself in jeopardy here. Oh, that's a shame. I really want you to be able to get there. Should the Arcane Guard be out front? Devour Mind is 4 range and it takes your whole turn. Okay. We definitely want her close to the front because we have a lot of really powerful moves we can make with her. I have to keep checking. Oh, right. This is impassable. So I actually have to be kind of careful with how I take that approach. Well, I probably want you over here then. These guys just kind of want to get close, but they do have phase, which allows them to cheat a little bit. See, when I was mousing over them, it said there was text in that tooltip that said target cannot be affected. But it clearly didn't mean that. The target was affected. This game is still very bad at conveying information. Alright, so they're going to try to take advantage of like moving in slow and attacking us in defense mode, and we're just going to have to deal. As much as I don't love that answer. I mean, I think I want to work on this thing. Yeah, we got to kill the Mage Bane. I'm gonna be in a much better spot once we kill this Mage Bane. Unless, I guess, hold on a second. What if I mind controlled it? Because I might be able to do that, right? I guess there's not really any danger in having her run up, because, like, if she dies, all that happens is she respawns a few turns later. We get a 59%. I mean, I'll take it. Let's take the swing. Okay. Because if that had worked, I think it probably would have disabled the effect, right? We're being affected by this because an enemy Mage Bane is canceling magic. So we probably would have been allowed to cast right away, and that would have been the end of the battle, I believe. Yep, so we're wearing down that one. You're going to want to move closer. Yeah, you don't have to get terribly close, but just... Okay, this one... I didn't have these stacked up like I thought. I thought this was the one who was going to want to run in and attack. Because, like, obviously we want to open up Nyxia to approach. I guess I can move to here and just double attack. That's fine. Alright, I kind of need you to execute a charge. So... Get good at going fast, and it actually doesn't help that much. You just kind of you can only do so much damage. So we're not going to be able to pull that off. Or I mean, I could. Enemy units within a 2 hex radius have a chance of becoming 2 weakened, which would drop their damage by 20%. If I want to get really aggressive with my Banshee, I could phase to here, actually. Right, that's only 4 hexes. And then I would be able to run up and drop that in a way that hits all of them. They have decent status resist. Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna have Nyxia run up and eat this thing's retaliation strike. I'm gonna commit the Banshee to this. You have 98 health. This Astral Wisp is probably dead, right? We have one more. Oh no, sorry, the Arcanist isn't gonna get to hit it. Yeah, we can probably finish it off. It has 6 HP. So... really, I'd be taking a full 3 attacks from the Golem Assistants. Dramatically reducing the damage they deal is obviously pretty valuable. What if I just went this way instead and tried to split them off? All right, let me see if this will work. Let me run over here, see if I can drop this thing. Yeah, I should be able to. All right. And then what we consider doing with the Banshee instead is phasing over and just dropping the full triple attack, right? Oh, phase actually did consume... all right. I did not understand the way this was to be read. It means it preserves 1 point. So we wouldn't have been able to run up and do the thing anyway. Then, yeah, I guess. It all feels very, it all feels very incremental, but that's the only way we're going to kill this thing. I may be sentencing my Arcane Guard to death here. Get him. Get him for 1. Oh, I didn't even realize you were way back here. What the hell? Just totally lost a unit in the everything. Okay, so we got a couple berserks. Obviously, the enemies are moving into us, which makes that not too hard to deal with. Okay, that hurts. And they just get 1 attack off. All right. Yeah, that berserk actually works out just fine. Oh, when ranged units go berserk, they try to run away from the things that are adjacent to them, and then they attack. Or they just run toward the... they just move arbitrarily. They move in a completely unpredictable way. That's a great design. Alright, well, let's just bake this thing, since it ran right into the middle of all of us, and that's how that works. Your angle does not count as flanked. Yours does, but you only get to hit for 1, and I think I mean, if we can just kill them, obviously, the regen becomes meaningless. Yeah, let's see about that. Did it generate a next unit? Oh, no, okay, it generates a notification for each one of your units that acted alone. I'm a little surprised by the level of weakness being displayed there. I don't know. I guess I would like to do this. I think we can have the melee unit come through and punch this thing to death. Or here, whatever, it doesn't matter. We're gonna get them both either way. So yeah, we may as well just fry you. Okay, that really wasn't that difficult. As the Magebane calls out to the Astral Sea, it is driven by its instincts to find new prey. An attractive bait is needed to manipulate where the Magebane will strike next. Which magic source will you use to lure the Magebane toward Carissa? Well, we could feed it half of our mana. I love this is such classic, like, brain dead AAA video game design. What if the evil option was also clearly the mechanically worst all of the time? Yeah, I guess I'll just throw some mana at it. Like, we're accumulating more quickly already, and we're still working on it. At the sight of the Magebane, Carissa the Red freezes. I don't have the Gilder Coil. I killed many to earn it as my prize, but to no avail. Now take this thing away. Result, Carissa the Red is defeated. Wow, okay. Well, these two options are just alignment adjustments. And this recruits her. I mean, we would do this, right? Why would we not want to recruit a new friend? The only difference is you get a 10-point alignment adjustment. It's like what you get in exchange for not gaining her. No, welcome aboard. Gosh, maybe maybe it's not going to be worth trying to pursue another victory objective at all on this, because maybe it's just going to be the easiest mission in the universe. Phasing enchantment. The thing is, I have a hard time imagining me wanting to put this up and keep it up. It's rad to teleport around, I guess, but yeah, whatever. It is powerful. You know, it's not really arguable. All right, new war party incoming. Let's mind thread the new guy. Trying to stalk his mind, you sense a strong force pushing your astral grip aside like plated armor deflecting an arrow. Okay. She takes out the horn of a bull and covers it in dark astral strings. When a foe can't be trapped, it must be overwhelmed. Okay, well. Here's an army of ethereal units. And a hero to guide them. What are we looking at here? Bunch of mirror mimics. So the mirror mimics have the ability to enemy non-hero unit. Okay, it's not one of my units. It's one of the enemy's units. That's less compelling. We're going to banish you. Carissa gets to join this army. And then back up to the surface. To wait for the incoming. It's not really a good reason for anybody to be down here. Yeah, I don't know. Like, so they're going to make you actually fight at least one other player. I definitely think it would not be great. Can I please select this? It's so hard to select armies of flying units. Yeah, this one. Go over here and join the pig. You're guarding Searspire. Which can, in theory, get another province, except no, not really. Oh, actually, you know what? Some of this stuff is diggable, which I didn't. I thought we checked it wasn't the case, but whatever. It's a perfectly useful thing for the pig to do. We have one more mind thread to throw out. And we acquired her at level 13, but with no skills. So we get to buy all of her stuff. She is built for melee. Yeah, I mean, her items are fine. We'll probably move that Crown of Ruin off of her onto somebody else. She's got her own Wand of Domination. So, like, Sprint is probably good. Yeah, I do like Sentinel. Sorry, I need to lock into each one of these separately. I can't. That's annoying. Let's get this stuff too. So, her mass skills. Draining Blade is cool. She's a different race than the rest of us, so she won't get Whiteborn when we apply it. So it might be good to give her something like this. There's something she can use to help keep herself up. Obviously, Summon Animal is very good. Summon Elemental is potentially very good. Plus 30% melee attack damage for 3 turns is cool, is exciting. Blink is always great. Ooh. I wonder if those lines process in that order, like it completes the damage and then it does the other thing. Like basically, is an enemy killed by the first step of Dark Ritual vulnerable to becoming a zombie? But I think Blink. Well, we took Sprint on her already. Yeah, an extra unit is a pretty big deal. Let's summon Elemental. It would feel very appropriate to me if she were to summon a Fire Elemental or something. So Sentinel fighting 2 is probably worth having. A weakening aura is like fine. Eagle Eye's only interesting if you're making physical ranged attacks. Experienced leader, I guess. I really hate the way it like jumps around when you click on stuff. That's a bummer. That could stop happening. If we give her Restore, it's something she can cast like on the first turn while we're waiting for battle to be joined. Just like throw yeah, then stat bonuses for all of her guided units. It is cool to throw a regeneration effect up. We already have a ton of casting points at this point. Resistance training is good. You know what? Minus upkeep is good because, yeah, we have a lot of units now. Ooh. Target-friendly unit regains its action points. That's wild. That's very strong. Okay. We do not, in fact, have anything for those slots. I guess it's just green. It's showing these things in green because I had not clicked on them yet, even though we had moused over them, which is kind of odd. All right, so we're gonna get this last Mind Coil out and then look at our quests again and try to figure out what is the next thing to pursue. We've opened up the ability to move southwest, which should, in theory, make it easier to disrupt the circles that are related to Fricka. But also, these it looks like her cities remain probably as neutral cities, which is to say they'll probably be at war with us. Darn it. No, that's not what I wanted. I still had you selected. There we go. We want to get armies out of the underground. There's so little utility to being down here. You actually have orders already. Oh, hey, a mana node. Rad. Got our phasing enchantment. We'll probably never cast Frost Arrows, but it is only one turn. We'll cast the take a quest action here. We need a Shrine of Smiting to threaten Mishara's judgment. What an Inquisitor fears most is the Inquisition itself. These like Lithal Nightweaver's pithy sayings are all nonsense. Where would I find a Shrine of Smiting in a demonic realm? You truly have become a weaver of nightmares. That's fun. The trap has been prepared. Many of the Shadrai have expressed their desire to lend more aid. Choose what you deem most helpful to your campaign. Magma Spirits? Fancy breastplate? That is a pretty fancy breastplate, actually. Tide Spirits, which are like Magma Spirits, but wet. Or just a bunch of Imperium. I mean, that breastplate seems pretty good. The Demons of Abadoth bask in corruption, and they look really cool doing it. There's a shrine of smiting chained to the Crimson Caldera. Free it, and it won't deny you the judgment of Mishara the Radiant. Okay. That's like way down there, though. Okay, at this point, we could start building up for race transformation spells, but like maybe we hold off because of where our mana is at right now. Apparently we had enough leftover magic to just grab that immediately. Prime City can annex, and we probably want it to be something over in this area. I'll make it a quarry for right now, but it's probably going to get turned into a special. And Mistuary can continue to produce mana buildings. I think that's a pretty good idea. Soul collection is pretty slow going. I do appreciate that they don't intend to make you have to actually fight through 5 enemy players, because it really is kind of tedious to like actually push through somebody's capital. Oh, you're actually willing to okay, well, let me run away. That's right, it's red. It's an infestation army, not a well, all right, that's fine. We will break one of our forces off and head down there. Maybe even 2. We could probably use 2 armies for this. Try your best, little pig. Yep, that's a successful escape. Okay. You might want to be very fucking careful. What? Chapter completed. Pick a new tome. All right, let's grab a shadow tome, and I don't know that it super matters which one. The Mind Crush? A Living Fog? Wow. Purely unblockable damage is actually pretty fascinating. The Ritual of Somnia seems extremely good too. Target friendly city. Any battle in the domain of the city now has the Fog of Insanity battled enchantment. Wow. This stuff seems this seems big. What's the other shadow one do? Greater corpse consumption. Yes, this is how you would get more souls if you were really like quite into souls. Let's grab us a Tome of Oblivion. So our next tome is going to be a our next tome is going to be a tier 5 then. We're like actually very close to being able to attempt to win the game in a way that I don't know is actually a good idea. Production in Searspire. It'd be cool if we had a quarry. Do you have population left? No, okay. So obviously first things first. Let's take the easiest victory. Every time we do that, it's like a full turn of knowledge gain. I don't know that it was necessary to send her army, but I want to get it done, right? We'll leave our leader behind to play defense. We'll just try to knock this out real fast and then get everybody back up top. So for the moment, y'all two just hang out and I just camp, I guess. You're probably not going anywhere for a while. Alright, we don't have access to the really good army coverage skills. Yup, that seems like the winner. Learning new spells and everything is cool, but that's right, I have to give somebody that breastplate. It could be you. What is her current chest armor doing? It's not amazing. Yeah. I am in fact going to lay it on our other melee hero. Alright, you get to be our champion. So I don't feel super ready to actually push the magic event button, and this is kind of what I was talking about, right? Interesting. Are you just gonna come in over the mountains? Alright, got our Sleep of Oblivion. We're not gonna use Phase Beasts, but again, just like fast research. We still have a Lightning Torrent raring to go. And you know, we're getting to a point where we're almost not negative on, we are almost not negative on mana anymore. Very nearly. Can't make a monolith without a conduit, so I guess it's time to build a conduit. So this is mana and knowledge, but it's a small amount at first. Yeah, I think we want to start with the Doom Depth Trench. And we want to put it right there. And I still kind of don't want to cast a spell. So we don't see a spawner for the infestation. We just have an infested army. Yeah, I don't know exactly what to make of that. Also, should we... We're probably fine. Like, do we need to move any further over here? But I think we're okay. Oh, maybe they're changing their minds? Oh, no, they haven't had their turn yet. Right? Yeah, that's not the orange player. That's a neutral army. And so our opponents move very, very, very slowly. Oh, the poor pig respawned and immediately got attacked despite the fact that it's inside the city and you can't actually do that. Well, wait, unless this army is attacking the city, that city doesn't have any defenses, does it? Uh-oh. Actually, this might be me losing a city. Yeah, no, this is the city battle. Hold on. Can we back up just a little bit? It didn't even strike me that this was a possibility, but I mean, I am kind of curious here. Hold on. Will they just burn the city to the ground? Obviously, what we're going to do here is reload a couple of turns ago and build a basic defensive structure so that they have to siege it for long enough for the armies that we already have on the way down here to catch up. But I am kind of curious, like, is that actually what they will do? Go get him, pig. Look at him, so brave. He inflicted a bleed. They take the city over. Interesting. It becomes Marauder City. Well, I can't really move any faster than this. Just kind of... That's fine. We'll get there. It's not... Is it... Nope, it's not burning down or anything. Okay, we'll fix it. We'll get it back. I'm still not going to lightning torrent. I'm still not going to do any of this other stuff. We still don't have the Imperium for the skill that we want. Mistuary has produced all of the mana structures that it can for the moment. So let's also build a Doom Depth Trench up here. A lot of surface trenches going on. Wait, sorry. Move a little bit closer so you can get the XP. All right, that's under control. This phase beast thing. I'll tell you, there's a couple of researches I would really like to see. I don't necessarily feel like we got a great one here, although +1 mana per population is neat. And obviously, like, the knowledge is not useless, but I think we're at the point now where our knowledge income is outpacing our knowledge income is outpacing our ability to actually complete the game. So I'm not too worried about improving that anymore. So I guess right now you don't have any units, and that might be the way we intend to keep it. You might get folded into an army here. So yeah, why don't we just take fighting 1 for right now? Alright, you're not really going anywhere. So there's no reason not to reach out and grab this stuff. Seer Spire was temporarily lost. Yeah, just fully did not strike me that was a concern with a random Marauder army. But if we can just take it back, and it seems to be, you know, no the worse for the wear, then that's fine. Did the Marauders come forward at all? Nope, they're waiting inside the city. Well, that's a really annoying thing for them to do, considering how slowly my armies move. All right, we're gonna get you. We're gonna get there. War party incoming. Who cares? You two are, in fact, done. At least we're getting an opportunity to stockpile some gold here. And the race transformation I wanted was 200 souls, I believe. So we're getting closer. Okay. Is there a way to see... Here we go. I feel like they dismantled some stuff. I think that's the case. But whatever. We're fine. We'll just keep building. We have the Imperium now to grab... No, it's 350. Sorry. We will soon have the Imperium to grab that. Let's go ahead and just finish clearing this area out before we send these armies back to the surface. Oleanus. Where is this? Okay, that's not a free city. So yeah, Devouring Void. That's interesting. Yeah, I'll take that one. That seems pretty good. So this is diggable. All right, you are absolutely in real magic mode, so we probably... Yeah, we could grab Lightning Evoker. You don't have any evocations yet. Even if Searspire did get set back there, it won't have been by much. Like, we're good. We're fine. But I do need to make sure that we actually deal with all of this stuff. I'm assuming there will be an army. Nope, it actually is just an empty... Huh. Okay. And is anything else around here diggable? Not that we can see, but it turns out this does extend a little further south than I was expecting. Well, we're waiting for her to come through. And we're slightly positive on mana, even. Okay, this is going to help as well, obviously. Here comes this war party. It's a much larger war party. Concerning. We might want to actually use some magic here. So we got our Doom Depth Trench up, which would allow us to build a monolith if we wanted. But at this point, the monolith is actually more expensive to build than it is to just build the next thing, the next province improvement. So building a Chrono Gate down here in place of that farm is certainly not bad. Right, like right there. And then just kind of like build good stuff around it. And you can build... I don't know how many turns we are away from getting access to the crown structure, but... I definitely want more mana. I think I'm going to build a channeling tower here. Or like we're going to need a Chrono Gate on this side as well. This thing's adjacent to all three of the provinces up here, so... Okay, there is at least water here. That is a hostile army. Okay, we should be able to, like, converge on that thing. So, this incoming force, that's actually kind of terrifying. They are maybe receiving the lightning torrent. Or, well, we would want to do this next turn. We want to do that right before we jump in on them. So, is there another spell that I want to prep for them? I mean, I don't think it's a summon. Yeah, maybe it's a blizzard. We just drop drop a pair of damage spells on them next turn, right as they're about to approach. Yeah, let's do that. I don't actually want to cast it right now. I just want it prepped. We'll do everything next turn. Because they can't actually attack me. Yeah. And then we'll just basically 6v6 them. A lot of their units are not real, so it shouldn't be too bad. Or 6v7 them. Alright, another seed was built. Not really a thing I'm too worried about. We have access to teleporters. We don't really need the Rite of Forbidden Knowledge as much as we need the mana income from this thing. And yeah, honestly, I'm already feeling better. Blizzard for you, followed by a Lightning Torrent for you. Honestly, these units are not as screwed up as I was thinking they would be. We can do better than that. We're over the hour already. That's fine. This will be the last thing we do this episode. We can do this without losses. I feel fairly confident. Most of his units are fake, so... Okay, status effects get dispelled. Yeah, this is one of those ones where we are going to have to be a little bit careful with the Berserk. Like, we want to make sure we're moving up into positions where we can be a threat. I could just go for the mind control straight up. You know, I think I'm going to. I know this makes Hornfrog pretty vulnerable to a big enemy push, but also, what if we got the mind control on the first turn? Wouldn't that be grand? And then yeah, we're all gonna kind of file in this way. I guess there's a pretty big danger. Yeah, maybe we're not all going to go that way. So I'm thinking about, like, what if we got an inopportune Berserk? Because we were trying that nonsense. Alright, do I get to issue orders from you this turn? I do. Do I want you to step away? I kind of want to just... grant defense to my hero. And then, you know, we're good. All right, the counter mind control. Also, wait, why did... Oh, the status effects got... Right. Interesting. So I think she still got, or they, whatever, still got a massive bonus to their charge strike damage for having moved, despite the fact that they didn't. Like, it seems to have counted the teleport spaces as a move, which is colorful. Well... Let me just make some things clear here. So if I kill you, then this this mind control effect is going to end. You are quite far away from most of my units, though. And the Flow Serpent doesn't really have the ability to do anything here except to add a little damage. So I guess that's what it's going to do. You wouldn't quite be able to get the kill. Here we go. I can arc through here from this distance. Kill one of them and still get some damage in over there. You're not going to be able to reach anything, so you may as well just stab this guy. Yeah. Gotta burn through the hero at some point. Let's definitely go sprint mode. Don't really get to do anything exciting, but you can at least do this. Let's move to here for maximum pinning. Oh, interesting. That is not what I was expecting. You're not allowed to use your electrifying arc in an enemy zone of control, even though you are not pinned. That's a real bummer. Because that means we're going to be unable to break the mind control this turn. Yeah. All right, well. We can do this at least. And then you... Right, because these things don't have a melee attack, so they don't have the ability to, Yeah, I was really expecting to be able to move through. Well... We could potentially move the hero into a position, like I can move the hero over to here. And we could get the ability to cast heals. I wish I had a teleport or something available. Yeah, I might have to just accept that. But if I'm standing there, I'm probably just gonna get murdered anyway. I could get some distance. You already used your blink. Yeah, I guess the move with my hero is to like run over here and then do the lightning blast from over here. Wish I could eat corpses. And so you can then run up here and cast the heal. Bad news for these units, though. Alright, that thing will go down this turn. So we will get our unit back. I'm not going to be able to do anything better than the evocation because of where my other units are standing, so may as well. And then it's like, how do we deal with this asshole, right? Yeah, you just wailed. You were forced to wail against your better judgment. I guess the answer is just a lot of damage. You know, as far as strats go, it does seem to be working. So we can take a pair of 55s. It is interesting how, and I know, you know, people are extremely bad at understanding what probability actually looks like in practice and stuff, but it feels pretty wild how far from expected value we are consistently getting with the results of attacks. How much health do you have left? I don't really want to spend mana, but I probably should. I probably should just like drop a Cosmic Ablation to end the battle before we lose a unit. Okay, that was a much louder death. There we go. Who do you think you are, killing my units? Like, that's gonna happen. And here we go. I think I would prefer to take the Astral Tome. Wow, all astral damage spells inflict plus 20 lightning damage is fun. Okay, yeah.
When your capacity to command the arcane reaches its pinnacle, you will find that your connection to the astral sea starts to seep through into this
Time stop feels like a winner, huh? And we've got access to the heart. Did I acquire a tranquility pool? Wait. Oh, because, right, I reacquired it because the enemy is no longer standing on it. Yep, that makes sense. Never mind me. Alright, Seer Spire can do all kinds of useful things. Okay, what Seer Spire really needs is to upgrade its main building so that we can reach out and grab more stuff. Y'all are within reinforcement range of each other, right? I mean, I guess they'd better be. But we can stand right here. We won't quite be in range of this, honestly, kind of terrible army. Yeah, and we can just merge up more effectively next turn. So you're good. You should probably just go back to hanging out here, heal up a little bit. You're going to wait there. We're going to end the turn. Man, my Imperium never did get very good, did it? I was really hoping when I moused over unit upkeep that it was going to tell me like what exactly are the thresholds for various levels of Imperium loss, but of course not. I should have known better. So is this thing gonna make a play here? Oh, interesting. It just is able to move further than it was supposed to be able to move. Well, that's fun and exactly the way that should work. If I hit auto combat here, what happens? The thing is, we can beat that. It's so many crummy little tier 1 units. Like, we just set up the web of lightning. burn a bunch of them out as they come in. This shouldn't be a problem. So I think we want to more or less run as far forward as we can on this one. Love the gentle croaking of our army of mages. Right, because they're going to run up into range for the evocation, and then we're just going to evoke many pains upon them. And we could do a fulmination. We could do something considerably meaner. Units passing through or ending their turn take 30 damage. We just do a massive explosive manifestation, like right here, and hit these three, and then obviously have the unit. All right, let's start with the arc. It is really hard to control how this bounces. Okay, so we have a couple of units left here. Actually, I really like killing this thing and then doing the explosive manifestation in the little, like, hollow that we've created. How dare you? Is this better than just, like, running up for a magic blast? Yeah, I guess so. Alright, let's see how they all feel about the Mana Serpent. Yeah, no big surprise there. I am a little bummed out. I was hoping the dogs would be distracted into melee focus on the serpent. Okay. Well, that is an unfortunate bit of berserking. I probably didn't need to spend as much mana as I've spent here. Yeah, this is actually kind of awkward. All right, you can, I guess, just move this far forward. All right, I only get one shot no matter what I do. And then I did absolutely just like create a wall of my units here, which is maybe not the best play. But also, that's just a satyr. It's not like they're fantastic combatants. That's not even a real unit, you fool. You're so berserk it ate your next turn? Huh. Oh, there's a big rock in the way, isn't there? It's like, why can't I take shots from over here? We are actually going to do a lot less damage this turn than I was planning on. Fortunately, like it's a satyr, and we know exactly how it works, right? We're very familiar with this particular critter. Only a 60% chance to freeze, huh? Well, it's also only 15 mana. Okay, the frozen landed. Yeah, we're good. Sure, we don't need to belabor the point here. 9 entire souls. Lucky me. All right. That is definitely where we are calling it for today. Thank you all so much for watching. It seems like maybe we're going to be able to run off, I don't know, maybe as many as 3 other players here through dumb little quests, like goofy little side quests. So winning this battle the other way wouldn't necessarily be as tedious as I was afraid of, but still, I think we might push for the magic victory just to see. But we're going to have to plan that out a little bit because it is going to get a little heavy, I'm afraid. So come back next time for me figuring out whether we can manage that, and we'll see you then.